All right, and the weekend is upon us. Bill Lewis here, AM 1470 WWNN with the Credit Report. That's it, Credit Report. Daily forum for business and financial news, politics, economic trends, as well as cutting-edge issues. Well, I tell you what, throughout the months, throughout the years, I've talked about Your Opinion Matters. Give us a call, give us a ring, talk about the topics, the issues. And speaking of Your Opinion Matters, lo and behold, Jim Lewis, the candidate for Florida Attorney General, the candidate that each and every media outlet in the state of Florida has basically ignored. You know what? We got Jim Lewis in this morning. Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good morning, Bill.
And I wanted to thank you for coming in here to the studios this morning. I mean, why do you suppose you're being ignored? I mean, you got 3% polling numbers, 18.5 million people in the state of Florida here. Heck, I got more listeners to the Credit Report with Bill Lewis than you'll have voters in 10 days. Well, I mean, what gives?
Well, Bill, that's a good question. That's why the mainstream media has chosen really not to cover this race at all, and certainly not cover me. I think you have to really look at, there's a bias. There's a bias against independent candidates.
Yeah, but you're a no-name candidate. There's no bias. Charlie Crist is running as the independent candidate for the United States Senate. Is there a bias against Charlie?
Well, they have to cover him because he's a former governor and he has tons of money. You see, because I don't have millions of dollars to put into TV ads, they don't matter. I don't matter to them.
Can you ever have millions of dollars?
I would love to have millions of dollars, but if I had it, I wouldn't spend it on a political campaign.
Yeah, but I mean, you've run for every race here. I mean, public defender. You've run for city commission, you've run for mayor, you've run for dog catcher. Why all of a sudden are you running for Florida Attorney General?
I haven't made it to dog catcher yet, Bill, but Abraham Lincoln ran for public office, I'm told, 11 times before he was elected anything. Now, I know Abraham Lincoln.
What happened to Abraham Lincoln?
Well, I hope not to get shot in the Ford Theater.
Well,
but
we weren't suggesting that, of course, but
Bill,
I mean, look at him.
Bill, I'm trying to change politics in Florida as we know it. My opponents in this race have spent $2.7 million and $2.2 million. I'm spending less than $20,000.
At least you're not running for governor.
Well, maybe I should be running for governor after watching that debate last week. But I got to tell you, I think I really do have a chance to win this race.
It's Jim Lewis for Florida, a fighter for Florida's future. I mean, you want to be chief cop, top cop, and you freed a rapist, strangler, murderer just a few months ago. What gives, Jim? I mean, do you want to be a cop, or do you want to, or free the? Well, you know what, that music in the background, that means you're safe for a couple minutes. All right, Bill Lewis here on the Credit Report. My guest today, Jim Lewis. By the way, no relation to Bill Lewis.
Thank goodness for that, Bill.
You do admit that, right? All right, 888-565-1470. Be right back.